Okay, we're back.
We're back with our parking lot movie review.
Yes.
We saw Wicked for Good. And I said we saw Wicked, the first one, not too long ago,
Mm-hmm.
and loved it.
Yes.
Absolutely loved it. We were both cheering at the screen. We were very just in awe of just a lot about the film, right? So we were really excited to see Wicked for Good.
Yeah, I'm sure as most people that are going to watch Wicked for Good have seen, Wicked, you understand the kind of emotional journey that can be. And then you've possibly seen, again, Wizard of Oz, Return to Oz, maybe The Wiz, like some iteration of the story.
I like what you said, emotional journey.
Yeah.
Because that's what I feel like I've been on from the first Wicked
Mhm.
into this continuation,
Mhm.
the Wicked for Good.
Yeah.
It's very emotional. This one, so first one, I feel like it's very much, they're setting the scene. You get to know the characters very well, the character development. This one is different. This one, you already know the characters, you know the score. So now it's one that's a lot deeper because you get to really see what Oz is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like the inner workings, why that the citizens, are kind of oblivious to really like what's going on.
Yeah.
And they make it very clear in this film.
The first one, they're just kind of like setting the tone and then giving you insights on the lore. And then in this one, you're basically just like in it, the lore, and you're dealing with what the people are dealing with.
Yeah.
I mean, opening of this movie, I was definitely like, there's no way that this movie's not going to like radicalize people in some capacity. It's got a very radical message.
So political. Yeah. It really, really is. And it you feel that in this film. The first one, yes, again, you of course you know the story and you kind of gather what's going on. Yeah. This one, it is in your face. It's done really well, though. I love this fantastical story. I love the Elphaba and Glinda, the juxtaposition between the two, the relationship of the two. This Wicked in general just does such a good job of making you like fall in love with these characters in different ways. But then also being like a champion of some and then of some not others. It just does a really good job with character development, and you feel just invested in what's going on in this story.
I mean, it's an anti-hero story for the most part in more ways than one. You don't realize that like one of the heroes at one point is also like there's like additional anti-heroes in this sense, which it's ultimately kind of like the understanding of like what was envisioned to be the overall hero is not quite. I'm being very vague, obviously intentionally.
No spoilers here.
Yeah, no spoilers. But I found myself rethinking one of my previous opinions about like stories that redemption arcs, stories, and I feel as though like with this one, you get it. And I can agree with this redemption arc.
Yeah. You're rooting for Elphaba, and the people of Oz. You know what I mean? It's a really great story. Like I love that this exists. I guess that's kind of like where I'm at right now, where it's just like the existence of the Wicked franchise, the Wicked story. It's just what a gift to a lot of us. You know what I mean? With story-wise, meaning, the music is just so fantastic. And then with this film, again, like the first one, the sets, the costumes, they really continued that with this one as well. So in regards to the movie, they really continued what they were good at with the first one.
Thinking of that, it had me thinking a lot of like certain iterations of like Magic the Gathering. If you like that fantastical element of the steampunk, also with like a kind of a folk fairy tale esque aesthetic, like you're gonna get that with this. It's really awesome to be able to be enveloped in these worlds. You know, like you can look
Totally.
around and get lost in a lot of the
Yeah.
sets, which is great. It's like the characters are characters, but the sets are also characters. The costumes are also characters,
Yeah.
and then the story overall.
I love that it like yeah, it takes you somewhere else
Mm-hmm.
with the setting of the story, but it also brings you like back to earth as well, like
Mm-hmm.
with some of the issues that
Yeah,
they're
the
addressing
themes
and
that
the
they.
themes. So I love that also. I love that juxtaposition as well, you know, where it's just like it's this fantastical place,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful settings, and you feel transported, but then
The
there's
problems are,
reality.
yeah, the problems are very similar. The
Yes.
problems are almost the same.
Yes,
You
they
know.
persist. Yes,
Yes, they
yes.
definitely the horrors
The
persist.
horrors are persisting
Yes,
in this film.
and they're packaged very very pretty at times too, though.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, oh, that's terrible, but it looks really cool. Looks so cool.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo, of
Mm-hmm.
course, reprise their roles in this
Mm-hmm.
film. Um, there's not a lot to say. I mean, there's a lot to say, but about them, as in just what great, phenomenal performances. This is when we were watching it. It seems like you're seeing two people, and you're like, this is their performances of a lifetime. Like, you know,
I
not
was thinking
saying
that
that they
too.
can't like do better or they
Or
can't
do
do
something
something
else.
different,
Yeah.
but it's one of those like momentous
Mm-hmm.
occasions in their career
Yeah.
that it's like you can even see it on screen, that it's just like this is something that the audience won't forget, and
Mm-hmm.
that themselves, you know, they'll never forget you know, what they did with this film.
Yeah, I agree with that. It felt like it had like a lot of magic to it. Putting that much time, effort, and yourself into something, especially like multiple levels of yourself with these particular performers that are like, you know, they're dancing, singing, acting, like dressing. Like there's just so much that you
Yeah.
can get from it, and I agree with you that I felt it sometimes when I was watching the screen. I agree about the performance of a lifetime aspect,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, yeah, like even if this was the only time, if I never knew of them,
Mm-hmm.
and this was the first time I ever saw them, and the last time I ever saw them, I'd be like, this is iconic,
Totally.
you know?
Totally. So their performances did not miss.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like as a film, since
Mhm.
we are discussing that and going to give our ratings at the end of this,
Mm-hmm.
as a film, I feel like, as with a lot of like sequels or like the movies that are like wrapping it up,
Mm-hmm.
they try and fit a lot into the film. Like, a lot of themes,
Mhm.
a lot of because they're
Tie-ins.
tie-ins because they're wrapping it up, right?
Yeah.
They're like, this is it. Here
Yeah.
we go. This is the culmination of what we've been doing.
Yeah.
So I felt like everything was about a step down from the last film, if I could say. And not performance-wise. Again, performance and music to me was still like stellar. I loved it. But I felt like everything else, it didn't quite move as well as the first one did.
Mm.
I didn't have as much moments that I was just like, oh my God, that scene, or like that they
Mhm.
really like nailed the emotion, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And like the writing and stuff like that. So I kind of felt like this one, although it being fantastic in a lot of ways, I just felt like I put a lot of regard to it because the first one was so good.
Yeah, the first one had almost, I feel like saying linear is not a good example, but it could be, where it almost had like a linear method of delivery with emotion, with story. It was literally a ramp up, right? And then this one, it's like you're at the top of the roller coaster, top of the ramp, and instead of like having like these like really deep swoops and dives, you got a lot of like
Yeah, I
so
think
it's
it
just
was
like,
pacing.
am I feeling, am I
Yeah.
not feeling, am I feeling, am I not feeling, you know, like.
Yeah, I just think some of the scenes just didn't hit
I can agree with that.
that they when they should have,
I can
as
agree with that,
opposed again to the first one where I felt like every scene was so impactful, and I
Yeah.
really got
I
it.
cried a lot
And
during the first one.
yeah, it was
You
very
know?
emotional.
Yeah.
And although this one was emotional as well, you're on this journey. You care for these characters. You're
Mm-hmm.
invested.
Yeah.
It just was missing a little bit for me, and I
The
think it
pacing,
was
just
the
like you said.
pacing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the amount of time you had to process something
Mm-hmm.
until the next thing happened. And then it's kind of like, I'm not really getting enough time for something to resonate with me.
Yeah.
And we're just getting there
Because
now.
they're trying to pack everything into
Yeah.
all the feels,
Yeah.
into this last film.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's kind of where I am with it. But yeah, Michelle Yeoh was fantastic in this one as
Menacing.
well. Very menacing, even more menacing in this one than
Yeah.
she is in the first one.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that, like
Yeah.
seeing her in that character.
You know what her character is now.
Yes.
Versus previously where you're just like, oh, friend. And then you're
And
like,
then oh
oh
shit, yeah,
foe.
she leans into the like enemy of the
Yeah.
film.
Yeah.
So does Jeff Goldblum. Like he
Yeah.
has a bigger role, of course, in this film as
Mhm.
well. So he really shines. Like the acting was 10 out of 10 for me. I mean, I think they did fantastic. But yeah, it was probably just the adaptation and
Mhm.
writing for the film that could have used a little bit of work for me.
Yeah, yeah. There were some surprising elements from other characters that I found to be welcoming, and then also jarring at times.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm still kind of like unpacking one or two of them even, but then like it's okay. Like I
Yeah,
feel
and
like they stay where they are, and that's fine.
And I feel like there were a couple scenes that I was like, this was unnecessary.
Oh wow.
And I think in the first one, did not feel that way.
Yeah, everything.
You
felt
know,
good.
everything felt good. I got it. They were nailing the characters, character development,
Mhm,
and who they
mhm.
are and stuff. In this one, there was just a couple of scenes that I was like,
Mm.
okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a choice kind of thing.
yeah.
But overall, I mean, just lovely. Like I said,
Yeah.
what a journey, and I'm glad that this exists and that we were able to see it.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely am looking forward to next holiday season when we just do like probably do a double feature of it.
Totally,
You know, It's just like,
totally,
this is yeah,
totally
it's got that.
rewatchable
Yeah.
and amazing to
Yeah.
just transport yourself and also like feel something.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
All right, you ready for the glizzy rating?
The infamous glizzy rating.
All right, out of 5
And-
glizzies, we are gonna rate it on 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
3.
3.5.
All right, so I gave it a 3.5, so it's right in the middle, 3.25.
Yep.
All right, let us know what you think in the comments. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.